Drew and tad bit too much. You're very welcome. Good feathers mean millions. Retso, thank you very much. A jump scare blam? No. Oh, wait a minute, actually. Jacob, Bamter, Fish, Throw, Dees, Deegs, Johnny, LaForehead, thanks to subs and gift subs. What's your favourite song from the year of my birth? 1991. 91? Fuck, what was happening in 91? Um, 91. Oh, that was a bad year. Oh, 1991, I was 16 for most of it. That's when I took my first acid. And that's 1991, when you were born. And that's when I got done for car theft. While I was still in school. That's funny, isn't it? I didn't actually knock the motors. I can't drive. What was it then? I don't know, was it like shaman ones and stuff like that? What was that at the time? I think I was actually listening to a lot of Prince, old Prince stuff at the time, so I can't remember. What was it? I'll look it up. Right, so can I get a jump scare blam? No. Drew, tad bit too much. Takers, thanks. Limmy, I'm sorry, mate. I put your name down tonight. I just think you'd be an amazing traitor. I'm really sorry, mate. That's exactly what it is, isn't it? I just think you're so clever. Honestly, to hear, I'm quite a bit to the... If I'm like that, that's fine. Just feel that I should be like that. To hear Stephen Fry in that Celebrity Traitors, I've said it before. No, don't say that. Being, I think, called to his face a genius. I think, if I remember correctly. And for him to not react. For him to not go like that. Oh, don't be daft. Is despicable. I was going to do something. But his IQ isn't even... I want to know... the whole IQ thing is probably a lot of shite. If my IQ is low, that means it doesn't work. I've got a surprisingly fucking low intelligence. It's quite incredible. It's really quite astonishing. Britney Spears sells rights to entire music catalogue. Did you have the rights? For about 200 million? Oh, lovely. Sold to independent music publisher Primary Wave for a cool £146 million. Known for hits Baby One More Time. Now remember, in a quiz, never make the mistake of thinking it's called Hit Me Baby One More Time. Imagine they've taken the word hit out. Hit me, because they thought it would be a bit controversial. Hit me. Just picture that in your mind. Take that out. And then just leave Baby One More Time. Alright? Primary Wave has also acquired rights to the estates of Notorious B.I.G., Prince, and Whitney Houston. Really? Who are this? Who are they? Primary Wave. Bruce Springsteen, Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake, Shakira recently sold their catalogues too. I wonder if there's anything I could sell. Don't think so. Might get in touch with him and say, do you want theme tune to Limmy show, or what about Turkish Delight one? Well, that's actually based on an advert, so you don't really have those rights. Well, what about my cover In the End by Linkin Park? Well, same thing. What about my cover, the kind of day covers, because you only own that, right? How did she, I take it she like maybe co-wrote things or something? Because I've never heard of her as being like kind of like Taylor Swift or something. Oh, aye, she wrote it all. 146 million. Very nice. Zero and Strato, thank you very much. Finally got around to watching Threads all the way through last night. Not actually that bad, to be honest. Stephen Fry would probably be one of those suckers burning in the debris. Cartoons and Techers, thanks again. How? Did you just shove Stephen Fry into what you said any way you could? You mentioned that you watched Threads last night. I just mentioned Stephen Fry. So you're just going like that. So watching Threads last night, you can imagine Stephen Fry being one of the victims of the nuclear war. I'm getting a new seat. This is unsustainable. I just need to do some measurements. Chateau Neuf de Pape. Thanks to sub. The only thing getting me through a soul-destroying job with unbearable colleagues. I'm gonna entertain the hell out of you. It was my first pitch director, and you know what? I kind of enjoyed it. Right, I need to get it on. Maximum Overdrive trailer. Hi, I'm Stephen King. I've written many movies, but if you want something done right, gotta do it yourself. It was my first pictures. Director. Oh, I saw something really annoying this morning. Within about fucking 10 minutes of me waking up. It was on Twitter. Somebody tweeted some video of Paul McCartney in the 80s just getting interviewed. And what they said in the tweet before I even watched the video was something like Paul McCartney coked up and irritated. Something like that, right? I was like, what's this then? Bet he isn't. I bet he isn't coked up. And all it was the interviewer saying something like, oh, it's just like, feels just like yesterday. And he's like, well, no, I don't think so. Feels like 20 years ago. And I assumed they were talking about the Beatles and they were. And she was like, well, I mean, he's like, no, I mean, I've been doing quite a bit since then. Kind of like that. And I started laughing and sort of like being serious. He just seemed like just fucking normal. Just seemed like somebody who everybody keeps going on about the Beatles and he's proud of it and all the rest of it, but he has been up to other stuff for the last 20 years now. The cunt just keeps going on about that as if that's all you are. And he was the pure pissed off. He's kind of polite, but sort of going, well, it doesn't really feel like yesterday to me. I've been up to stuff for the last 20 fucking years. They were just being Paul McCartney just being like normal. Frog chorus, that was good. He was just being, you know, the way people have moods. I don't mean mood swings. I don't mean they've went in a mood. You know, people have got moods. Remember the word mood? The concept of being in a certain mood, a certain frame of mind. That's got emotions, that's got nothing to do with your own fucking cocaine. And I just saw this. I don't know who the person was tweeting it or anything. But I was just like looking, I was like, what? I'm really grateful for people like that, because it gives me a nice wee bit of distance between me and the average fucking person. It makes me care less about people. And the more I can do that, the better. The more at peace I'd be, because a lot of my psychological and emotional problems probably stem from comparing myself with other people or caring what other people think or stuff like that. And I think a lot of people's emotional, psychological problems come from that. Like, how will this come across to this person or these people? And the more I can confront myself that people are full of shite, that'll help me, because I won't fucking care as much. And I just reading it, and somebody's like, I don't really see how he's coked up. I'm a bit irritated maybe, but I don't see that. And the person said, no, you can tell, kind of part like that. You can tell there's a certain vibe when somebody is on. They sound like they're in fucking secondary school. I've seen it a lot with lots of things. Somebody's just been a bit excited. Fucking Prince on stage or something, being a bit kind of wide-eyed. That's coke. That's coke. That's what that is. These dull as fuck people on their phones just going like that. Anything that looks like somebody's excited, that's a drug. Anybody that's a bit kind of smiling, that's a drug. Stupid as fuck. Was he ever a cokehead anyway? He's always a kind of weed person and like acid in the 60s or something. Honestly. See if I could push a button. Do away with these people. I wouldn't. Blurty thinks the sub. One day I'll ignore Riddy culture and try streaming instead of watching you for 2 years straight. You should try it. He's streaming a shot and he can get into Twitch, Twitter, and talk about, guys, don't look at your viewer count and do this and don't do that, and get into the whole etiquette thing. Guys, you do not owe anyone an explanation for all that. A party goblin and Mr. Miasma, House, Sonny, Cosmo, thank you very much. I found the place in my notification settings to switch yours from personalised to all, so I won't be missing any of your streams ever again. 100% attendance rate from here on out. Good, because I was streaming some Satisfactory last night. No camera, no mic. Just I'm playing it anyway, so I may as well stream it.
Hi. My name is Stephen King. I've written several motion pictures, but I want to tell you about a movie called Maximum Overdrive,
Shut down.
which is the first one I've directed. Wow.
Gus Fring, everybody. Gus Fring there.
A lot of people have directed Stephen King novels and stories, and I finally decided if you want something done right, you ought to do it yourself. It was my first picture as a director, and you know something? I sort of enjoyed it.
He didn't. He didn't.
I just wanted someone to do Stephen King right. You want a what? I'm gonna.
I remember seeing this trailer on a video back in the day. When was that? 86. I remember getting a video for the video shop. Can't remember what it was, but this was one of the trailers on it. And I do remember, why is his finger like wobbling like that?
Scare the hell out of you. I'm gonna scare the hell out of you.
I always remembered it, but I didn't actually notice this.
It was my first picture as a director. It was my first picture as a director.
That's got to be one of the best examples of somebody actually being on stuff or drunk or whatever. Apparently he was coked up and drinking a lot during that whole time, that whole directing order and in general. So he's the real thing and everything. Have you ever seen anybody like in a film, in a trailer, or something else that is filmed for something? It's not just like a live appearance. It's not like Brandon Block being steaming coming on stage in the Brits. If you remember that, having his big argument with Ronnie Wood. Who remembers that? Orson Welles wine advert as that one, aye. James Brown interview. Aye. I suppose that discount, aye, because even though it's live. Oliver Reed, aye, on the word. And the Parkinson one. I mean, look at the fucking state of him. You can't speak.
It was my first picture as a director. And you know something? I sort of enjoyed it. It was my first picture as a director.
It's almost kind of worse because he's just a fucking writer. You can't expect it more for like entertainers, performers. He just sits in a fucking room. It's good to see, because that's a proper alky, a proper fucking cokehead. None of this fucking going on stage and Oliver Reed style. Proper behind closed doors type. Proper can he get off it. Actually try to hide it, no flaunting it. Pacific State. Pacific 707. Pacific 707. What's that? Oh, were you impressed, everybody? Or remind me, what's 707? Right, I know that. So what's Pacific State? Original extended version. difference? Can I remix thing or? Remind me to talk about my favourite song for 1991 when that person was born. Very important to me. No, don't know it. I'm going to gamble that I don't know it. Could it be Sailing by Christopher Cross? Don't know it? Don't know it. Yes, that's a win. To know that you don't know a song within the first wee split second, that's a special ability. Special ability. (1991) UK chart year end. I've already looked at this. All right, I see. I'm just going to go by the top 40 of the whole year, and I'm going to tell you what's my favourite. Right? There's probably a song in there, a song that I like that isn't in this chart. Right? But just going by this. Everything I Do, no. Bohemian Rhapsody, no. Shoop Shoop Song, no. I'm Too Sexy, yes, that's my favourite so far. Good. Anti-vax boys. Do the Bartman, no. Anything Will Do, The One and Only, Dizzy, Insanity. Nope, even with Insanity, still I'm Too Sexy. There's something about Insanity that I like, but it's something I didn't. It sounded so kind of low quality. Come on and take me. It sounds like it's just made on a wee tape recorder. Never sounded really. There's something about it. It wasn't clear. When a sex shop, get ready for this. 3am Eternal. Let's talk about sex. Don't let the sun go. Modern words. Me turn on me. Sunshine on a rainy day. She said, sit down. I'm gonna change the stonk. Devotion. I kind of didn't like Devotion at the time. Then We Found Love, baby. Charlie, I kind of liked in a funny way, but it's not my favourite. Justified in the Ancient, World in Union. Promise Me at Last. This is a big KLF year, isn't it? You Got the Love. I really liked You Got the Love at the time. Gypsy Woman. I wasn't that into thinking about a Love Rod in My Heart. Set Adrift on Memory. I liked Set Adrift on Memory Bliss. PM Dawn, Love to Hate, Sadness. Moving a Mountain. Shaman, making an appearance, the first appearance in the charts. Sadness Part 1. At the time, maybe You Got the Love, source featuring Candy Stanton. No. The song that I would put on now, if I was to put on any of these songs right now, it would be Sadness by Enigma. Remember, it's Marquis de Sadness. No, it's SADE. That's what the song's about, you know. It's about him. Rampan says Ellis Seal was great. Oh, Ellis Seal. What about mid-game Seal? Mid to late game Seal? What's Ramp Hands? What would you say is mid to late Seal? Kiss from a Rose can do one. Is that no fucking early Seal? That sounds like you're saying, well, early Seal's like Killer. And then like 2 songs later, you're into fucking mid. Mid to late. Ramp Hands, what is Crazy by Seal? Is that early? Kiss from a Rose was mid-90s. Ramp Hands, I'm saying mid to late. Seal, no the 90s, that's a different thing. We're just talking about Seal. Because you said early Seal. This is why everything's falling apart, but this is why bridges are falling down and things like that. Because somebody talks about sort of mid, sort of early Seal, and then they start talking about early 90s. Stop moaning, you tit. Just tell me. Crazy by Seal. Is that early Seal? I'm just like, what the fuck is early Seal? It's only really had about 5 fucking songs. Stop saying Seal. Seal, Seal, Seal. Is there something like Killer? And then Nothing for a bit, and then Crazy. And then Kiss or Kissed. Kiss from a Rose. Kiss by a Rose. What else is there? Seal. My Vision. Oh, that sounds later. Okay then, first album is good. First album is good. I think we've got him. Fucking think we've got him. I think we've fucking got him. Right. Bastard. Kiss from a Rose is the second album. Or up to be brilliant. Oh wait. Seal 19... Wait a minute. Did he have an album called Seal in 91? And then an album called Seal in 94? Wait a second. From the album Seal, in brackets, Seal 2. You can't do that. What you calling your second album? Seal? Again? Peter Gabriel did. Did he know... Oh, I kind of self-titled and it was... But were they not actually called? Did they not have numbers? Like that, what's his name? Thingy Walker? Scott Walker? Like Scott, like Walker 2, Walker 3 or something. Crazy, there you go, right, so there's Crazy. Future Love Paradise. Kinda remember that at the beginning. Killer. What? That must be like a kind of his own sort of version. Because that says it got to number 8 and it came out before all that. Kiss from a Rose. What else is there? Right, fuck all in the top 40 after that. Crazy got to number 2. Future of Paradise. I don't kind of remember it. I'll probably know what to play it. Killer got to number 8. His version. Just his version. Am I remembering that right? He did a kind of mere acoustic. No acoustic. Kind of... A minute. What's going on? Heard this song in my early 20s. I'm 54 now, still love it. You're fucking wrong. Patricia Calbury, 5360, you're fucking wrong. This is not the fucking one. I bet they don't even fucking know. Right there with you, all Gen X represent and rise up. Fucking clueless. Clueless. I remember what I was doing when this song came out, and more than 30 years later, seeing him in concert. You're fucking right. You don't remember. You don't fucking remember. It's one of those very few songs that in a great way hits you like a freight train. Still as fresh as it was. Huge record, brilliant. Clueless. In case anybody doesn't know. In case anybody... This isn't the original version. Right? The actual, like, original version that I had never heard before the one that got to number one. The one that got to number one was this. This one, right? He made the music, Adamski, and somehow he kind of got hooked up with Seal, who wrote the lyrics, because it was previously an instrumental, like he played in clubs. Changed it a wee bit. That's the original. That's the one that got to number one. It was number one for weeks. Then Seal brings out his own version, like when was that? Like a year later. Oh, I don't know how. Killer at the Hacienda, 1989. Oh, I was there. That's me there. That's me there, and that's me there, and that's me there. That's me there. The guy's just, I don't know who the guy is. He's like a dancer, he's on top of the pop film and everything. Parachek, thanks for the sub. Or should I say Doctor a Parachek? So Zero Apples, thanks for the sub. Using this daft power by passion. What? Do you ever use it? Hate my job. Any work on? I wipe arses for a score. Powered by, what the fuck is that? No. Microsoft Powered BI. Turn your data into visuals with advanced data analysis tools. Hold on, let me look this up for you. Powered BI? Keir Starmer, I will never walk away from the country that I love. Oh, well said. Good way of putting it. Will you resign? I will never walk away. Turn my back on this country that I love. That's a good one. It's a good way to go like that. I think we should do away. I think we should do away with elections, to be honest with you. Because I think that's the way the world's gone now. Because I don't want to leave office. I will never turn my back on this country that I love. Cricket. The war. Lamke, Mendes, Blurty, thank you very much. I can't watch any more Cilla, but I have the fucking money anyway. Yes, you can. It's like smoking. Keep at it. You'll like it eventually. We're at episode 2 of the first series. Episode 2 of the first series. Would you give it a shot? Using the staff power by BI. What does it mean? BI. You ever used it? Hate my job. Any work gonna wipe arses for a score? Can't stop it. Stop it. This is good. Let's see what it is. What are you on about? Look. You get to uncover powerful insights and turn them into impact. What, you'd rather be doing a fucking sewer? Would you rather be working in the sewers? This is good stuff. Business intelligence, right? Look at that, look. That's dynamic. Look how it goes for kind of yellow to red. It reminds me of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Blacksmithing. When it goes that colour, time to put it back in the fire, in the furnace. Create a data-driven... Oh, that's brilliant. Sir Zero Apples, you get to work with this. I'm an AI agent ready to help. No thanks, no right now. Create a data-driven culture with BI for all. Culture? Culture's good. Turn your data into visuals with advanced data analysis tools, AI capabilities, and a user-friendly report creation. It's never been better. It's never been a better time to do business intelligence or the AI stuff. There's a wee example of something. Access to electricity has improved around the world in the last 20 years. Has it? I would have thought it'd get worse. You know how we're trying to take all the cables that are there and cut them and just sort of like switch things off and, you know, like blow up like things that cause electricity. Find all the power plants and blow them up. That's weird, that. I didn't know that. Bring all your data together. Do you know, I'm going to skip that bit. You know in the book 1984, there's like 3 books within the book. The kind of secret book, the theory and practice of, what is it again? Oligarchical collectivism. War is peace, freedom is slavery. What's the other one? What is peace, freedom is slavery, and what is it? What's the other one? There's like 3 things in it, and he reads 2 of them. Ignorance is strength. He reads 2 of them. So you read. I think the ignorance is strength thing. He doesn't read that. He reads the war is peace one. And the other one. And you read it. So I'm not going to read to bring all your data together. I'm actually more interested in turn insights into impact. Help users make better decisions by infusing the insights into the apps they use every day, like those in Microsoft 365. Sorry, I'm no understanding what pricing. I don't really get what your problem is with this. Use cases. Give me some real world examples. Pixel Pass, talk to Chris. Word. Emma, thanks. Thank you very much. Enjoy your new badge. So Zero Apples members, this is why I'm looking at this. Using this daft Power BI pishin work. You ever used it? Hate my job. This is fucking magic. Monster says don't use Microsoft products. Well said. As he's on Twitch. On by Amazon. You get to establish A governed source of truth. Connect all your disparate. Disparate? Disparate.
Disparate.
There we are. Data sources in the same environment to establish a single source of truth for all your data. I didn't know you're against the truth, so Zero Apples. There you go, look. She's finding out the truth. Organise your data, control access, reduce duplication, enable a data mesh. Endorse data, and you get to endorse data sets and search in one lake, and that's a fucking thing by itself. There we go. There we are. Simplify report building with a drag and drop canvas. AI that can auto-generate reports in hundreds of templates. I remember there wasn't fucking such a thing as AI. So Zero Apples. It does the work for you. Reduce time to market by customizing and extending. Do you know what? I want to learn more about that. I'm going to move away for this, but would you look at the top there? This entitled Sir Zero Apples is complaining because they get to create world-class analytics on their terms. Your terms. No my terms. No their terms. Your terms. What they should do is they should, Love My Way by Psychedelic Fuzz. Love My Way. License that like they do with adverts, and then change the words to world-class analytics, my way, or analytics or something, data my way or something. You know, like the Hall of something of the Mountain King or whatever it is. Slater, Hogg and Howison, I think they were called. I don't know if they were just Scottish. Lawyers, they used that song for Slater, Hogg and Howison. They can do everything. Mortgages, insurances, and valuations, something like that. And what goes up must come down. Super Fresco makes it easy. It's by Graham and Brown. That used to be a song. The song 54321 was used to advertise the chocolate bar 54321. And that was, who did that? Manfred Mann, I think. I really wish Soul Ripe, I think the Scottish drinks maker Soul Ripe would come back, because I think they're gone now, and use It's All Right by East 17. Just come back just for that. So ripe, everything's gonna be so ripe. I'm going to get in touch with whoever I need to get in touch with. Say, I want to bring that company back. Can I buy the IP and take on all that fucking prime drinks shite? And here's the thing. See the sugar tax? The sugar tax doesn't like ban sugar. It just makes it more expensive if you've got sugar at a certain amount in your drinks. It's no bandit. So see like Iron Brew and all the rest of it, they've changed their fucking formula or whatever to keep the sugar kind of low and all that. You could still have a premium no, but that's what it's called, a tax, LMAO. I hope you are laughing your ass off, Strato. I just get it in my head that maybe some people forget that sugar tax, they can still have all these things. Sugar tax hasn't stopped stuff. It's just that these companies have chosen to keep things kind of as cheap as they can, and they've reduced the sugar. They should bring out a premium version. They do. It's Iron Brew 1904. I think I have heard that isn't like the real one. I've heard people go like that. Oh, 1901, 1900, that is shite. Why would he be saying that if it's just the original? So I'm going to bring back Soul Ripe, Limeade, Orangeade, and I'm going to absolutely pump it full of fucking sugar. And I'll charge a premium for it. £5 a bottle. And if anybody goes like that, do you feel that you're encouraging people to drink harmful amounts of sugar? Sugar is proven to be bad for this, bad for that. And I'll say, well, what I'm trying to do is not hit it with this kind of Gen X part and all that. But what I'm bringing back is back when nobody gave a fuck about anything. And I'm just trying to bring that back a wee bit. Just try to bring a wee bit of the 70s and a wee bit of the 80s, and when nobody cared about anything. And I'm going to give people a choice. I'm going to give people a choice because I think, and it could just be me, I'll say with a big group of people behind me at a sort of press conference who are there that I've actually hired. I think, and it could just be me, but I think we've all grown up a bit now. Not just as individuals, but as a society. I think we all know that this is bad for you, that's good for you. We don't need our mammies and daddies in the government to tell us and keep it away from us, to keep us safe. We know, right? Now, as long as I'm not smoking and blowing my smoke in somebody's face, then why should anybody stop me doing myself in? Is anybody stopping anybody for climbing a mountain? No. But up they go and down they go after they fall. Why should anybody stop anybody drinking this Soul Ripe? Is it bad? Yes. Yes, it is. And we're proudly bad. We're proudly bad. Should anybody make that decision for you? By all means, if you like your decisions getting made for you, go and move to fucking Soviet Union. Was some laugh? Daniel, thanks for subs, thank you very much. Getting married in June, got you down as a special guest. See you then. Can't wait. So before we get started, everybody, you're probably wanting a satisfactory update. Last week, a policeman did stop me from climbing a mountain. They can't. They will. Oh, aye. The wheel bet will be coming. They can't stop you. Alls. What's better, Summer of 69 or Boys of Summer? I prefer Boys of Summer. Enjoy your VIP, mate. Yemen Green, enjoy that VIP disco tapes. Thanks for the new Prime sub. Tom.com says, this is the worst stream I've been part of. You've not been a part of fucking anything. Blind date, the 935 part 1.
Blind date, production number 91195, part 1, take 1. Blind date, production number 91195, part 1, take 1.
Very quiet. I'm assuming it'll be alright. How's the sound? Let me know. Leave says, not this again. Leave me. Why don't you leave? You with the name Leave at the start of your name. Oh, it's a bit loud now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Blind Date, and here is your host, Miss Cilla Black.
Leave! I don't... This is too... It's too quiet. I think my hearing's fucked. I'm not into this dress or the one she wore in the last one, and I'll tell you why. No, thanks for the new Prime sub. I'll tell you why. They're too featureless. A sack. Aye, they're too... There's no... The other thing she's got like a kind of like a bell, or like... It just looks like it's one bit of material just sort of cut out, and it just no real shape to it, and no this bit and then it's that bit and then it's this bit and then it's that bit and it's this bit. It's just... It was the same with the last one. That wouldn't have went for much in the auction. Fashion with Limmy. Yeah.
To Blind Date. And you know, since last week's show, I've had a letter from Gwen, a Gwen of Chiswick. And here it is. It says, by sheer magic, dear Cilla, I felt ever so sorry for you after the show, because you'd stood there for 45 minutes and you weren't even picked once. Well, it's just as well, really, because Bobby would have marmalised me. Anyway, on with the
Fashion
show.
shaming
Like
the dead.
last week, we start with a girl who's going to have a choice of these three lovely fellas.
Right.
So let's meet them.
Already been laughed at. Already been laughed at.
Now you are number one.
Yep.
Would you like to tell everybody out there your name and where you come from, please?
My name's Ted Maybank and I come from Brighton.
Full fucking name again.
Oh, dear.
So for this whole series,
Oh, Teddy. Are you ready, Teddy? You come from Brighton.
Yep.
What do you do for a living?
see, the way I like the sound, everybody, is I like it to be like quite loud but limited. So, in other words, the quiet bits are the same volume as the loud bits. It's just kind of brick walled. It might mean I have to put the volume of of, not normalised, that's a different thing. I'll put it down a wee bit, but then put that up. Normalised is when the loudest bit of the whole thing is put up to like 100%. Just, that's all.
I used to play football really, and I've had to retire, so I don't play anymore. So.
What do you mean you had to retire?
Bad knee.
Oh, the bad knee.
The bad knee syndrome.
Well, what you do now?
No, I don't at the moment really.
What do you think of that volume?
No, I mean, what do you do now instead of football?
Well, I suppose golf and squash, you know.
And that doesn't affect the bad knee?
No.
Oh, well, I wish you luck for tonight's show,
Thank you
Ted.
very much, too.
What about you, number 2? What's your name and where do you come from?
It's the best volume ever. Right. Oh, look at this. Look, I've paused it. Right, so even though I was busy thinking about the sound, I got the idea of that guy.
Well, my name is David Barham and I come from Keston in Kent.
Oh, you do? We've got a lot of oohs in the audience tonight, haven't we? Ooh, and what do you do for a living?
I'm a computer operator.
What do you
Fucking
look for?
yes, he operates a computer. A computer operator, everybody. Back then, that was a job. Programmer? Data entry? No idea. That's December 1985 for you. How is it? So what is it? What is it that these computers can do these days? Because it's not just games, is that right? No, it was before it was games. It was something else. Computers are actually can actually, some of the most modern computers can actually take do the same amount of work as 10 people. Still requires a person, of course. We're not in the future just yet, but you could do work. Do you know they're actually coming out with a floppy disk that is 1.4 megabytes of information? What does that mean? You can store on that text that is the equivalent of like 100 books. 100 books in plain text format. Well, Goose, thanks for sub. What occupation would you get the crowd booing on Blind Date, do you think? 1986? Parking attendant thingy, meter, parking meter type of thing. Traffic warden, is that what you call them? Traffic wardens? Tax, something to do with tax. Maybe something to do with something to do with politics, slap bang in the 80s. A divisive time. Riot police. But there's people who were into that though.
Good figure, nice personality, lots of money.
You've got a hope on this show. What about you, number 3? What's your name and where do you come from?
My name's Robert Jones and I come from Worcester.
You've got number 1, you've got number 2, and then you've got this cunt. He's just a fucking guy. Do you know he's probably 19? Copper. He just looks like Okay, so first of all, just write name down there. So what is the nature of the crime that you're reporting today? Whereby the suspect detained, and then a following question. We found no cause. After that, we did get a report. Explosion had gone off. We were not able to detain them for longer than 24 hours without reasonable cause. So we had to
We've got a hope on this show.
He's slightly different, a bit different for the first guy.
What about you, number 3? What's your name and where do you come from?
You've kind of got two of the same guy, sort of. Different, almost different ages, even though you go, well, who the fuck's going to, like, what age is the one, the woman? They seem like they wouldn't hang about in the same places, same... Like, he seems about like 10 years older than him. And then you got this cunt who's like nothing like them. Nothing like them.
My name's Robert Jones, and I come from Worcester.
I love your socks. Now you look totally different from these two, don't you? I mean, you just look as if, you know, you've walked out of a wardrobe. He does. He looks like a bank manager, doesn't he?
Oh, they were the days. They were the days. Well, he does, doesn't he? He just looks like he's walked out of a wardrobe. What's that fucking mean?
Just look as if, you know, you've walked out of a wardrobe. He does. He looks like a bank manager, doesn't he? What do you do for a living? Did I ask you?
Believe it or not, I sell cars.
Would you buy a car from this man? All of them said yes and all of them said no. Well, I know you're going to have a lot of fun on tonight's show, and the best of luck to 3 of you, all right? See you in a minute. See,
this is how Cilla got some sort of bad reputation. Just having a laugh. She had a different era. Do you know, see the sort of stuff she would come out with? That's the sort of stuff that probably got her into trouble with the airline staff and all the rest of it. She's all this, she's that. She's probably just hitting it with wee fucking jokes. Of course, she could get away with it if she's an officially sanctioned and valid stand-up comedian in some stand-up comedy place. Then it's alright. Cilla is a stand-up comedian for the public. For the public. There will be a bet. Cilla wasn't like, oh, you've got to pay money to come to a show and get a ticket for the seat, and then I start like hitting it with funny things and going like to the front row. Oh, you look like you've walked out of a wardrobe, and well, it looks like a bank manager. No, she brought it to the public. To the public. It's like David Blaine. It's street comedy. Street comedy is what she was. It's a street magic, street comedy. First, I want to see her, by the way, how it comes out, and I want to hear her, and then the bet. Then the bet.
Well, those are our 3 fellas. Now let's meet the girl who's going to choose one of them, and she is Claire Middleton from Middlesbrough.
Limmy, you have shite on your right arm. What, actual shite? Do you mean there? That's my heroin. Well, no, that's my heroin addiction. Is it something else? I'm addicted to the drug heroin. I'm not really.
Claire, you come from Middlesbrough.
That's right, yes. I'm a northerner like you are.
A northerner through and through.
Absolutely, yes.
What do you do for a living, love?
I work for a company that I don't mention, but I'm an assistant product manager on dairy products.
See, look at all the jobs that used to be available. That's all going to get wiped out with AI. And what was that again?
I work for a company that I don't mention, but I'm an assistant product manager on dairy products.
Assistant product manager on...
I work for a company that I don't mention, but I'm an assistant product manager on dairy products.
On dairy products. You would even get a manager on dairy products. Never mind an assistant manager. All the jobs are gone. Computers have made it so it's all rolled into one. We don't even need a manager. We've got somebody who can actually take care of the whole of the dairy products division and other ones. One person. See, this is what Cilla was probably taking notes. Cilla was probably looking at her and going, I like this. So you've got that pink sort of, whatever that is, no jumper, but something like that. And then you've got this grey thing underneath with a collar. So it's kind of like grey and pink. And then you've got lipstick that sort of matches that. The top, the earrings are a wee bit further to the kind of red than the purple. Kind of pink, kind of more yellow, towards the yellow, maybe. But what was she wearing when she came on? Aye, grey. Do you think this is a kind of you buy the whole thing? That's the same colour as the top, and it's a kind of pink belt that just seems... Do you think you get the whole lot? What's that? Is that like pink? Is that kind of pink-ish tights with the grey? There's... oh! Cilla, look! Cilla will have met her. Cilla's having a look. Look! Look at that clap Cilla does, look!
Middlesbrough.
Look at that clap Cilla does!
Middlesbrough.
They're having a wee laugh about... They're both in the pink range.
Now, Claire, you come from Middlesbrough.
That's right, yes. I'm a northerner like you are.
A northerner through and through.
Absolutely, yes.
What do you do for a living, love?
I work for a company that I don't mention, but I'm an assistant product manager on dairy products.
Now, Claire, tell us about your hobbies. What do you do in your spare time when you're not looking for blind dates?
Well, fairly simple things. I like doing things like parachuting, shooting machine guns, driving tanks. Just giving up the average sort of thing.
Oh, gosh, I hope you don't pick the one with the dodgy knee.
Is the one with dodgy knee?
I don't think you should be on this show. You've got no Rambos being on this show, you know.
Oh, well, I was told I must be on the wrong programme then. I was...
No, they've all got terrific personalities, Claire, even though they have got dodgy knees. So you've got 3 questions to ask, you know,
I
love.
have, yes.
Right. Right, the bet is... we're going to do a bet. A 1 minute. I nearly did that ERP thing again now. Will I be right? Yes. No. A 1 minute bet. Let me just think right now who I'm going to pick. Who I think she's going to pick. Just based on that evidence so far. Right. Place your bets. will I be right? Got 1 minute. When this minute's up, I'm going to tell you who I think she's going to pick at the end of this. And then we'll watch. And I'll pay you when she picks. Don't ruin it for yourself and forward through this video. Go and find it on YouTube and forward through it. See if you're right or wrong. It's not going to make any difference to the bet. You're simply going to ruin the suspense for yourself. Because what you're gambling on is my special ability to guess, to predict the future. I have been amazing at predicting the future. Remember, everybody, in case you don't know, I predicted the Brexit referendum result UK-wide and Scotland. I predicted that it would be, whatever it was, 51%. And I predicted the actual percentage for the Scotland one in isolation, which was whatever it was. 66%. I predicted it. I tweeted it at the time. It's all deleted now, mind you. I predicted it. Don't know if I did the same with the Scottish Independence one, the Indie Ref. I'm not sure. I might have done 45, 55 one, maybe. I predicted the exact percentage. I think I fucking did. I remember there's like two numbers I kept bringing up all the time. The Scotland one, I think I predicted the exact number. I mean the percentage. The Brexit Scotland one, I mean. And Brexit in total, UK-wide. I predicted Michael Jackson's death 2 weeks before he died. I says, I think there's a big celebrity death coming up, like a big death. 2 weeks later, he was in the ground. Or in space. Or whatever it is. Did I really predict his death? No, really. But that fucking, the Brexit one. So I have become really well known for being able to predict the future. Sometimes I get it wrong, like quite a few times I've thought Madonna's going to die and she hasn't. What's your next big prediction? Well, the bet is finished. I can tell you right now, my next big prediction is that she, and this is going to surprise you, is going to pick number 3 again.
From their replies from those fellas behind the screens, you've got to make your choice.
You know why? I think, I'm not sure how she is. She seems like she might be kind of alright. Bit normal, down to earth. I've got a feeling 1 and 2 might be smarmy. Might be. And 3 might be a bit of a laugh.
Pick one of them to take with you on your blind date.
Yeah.
Now, are you ready to go, girl?
Absolutely.
All right.
It was the way that you laughed when Cilla was taking the piss.
Fire away with your first question.
Here goes.
How do we know Limmy didn't look this up, Alex? I'm telling you right now.
Despite sort of having a fairly active life like driving...
First question.
Here goes. Despite sort of having a fairly active life like driving tanks, I'm also quite artistic. I want to know if you've got artistic leanings. What's the most artistic, creative thing you've ever done? And I'll ask number 1 to start with.
Number 1.
So I suppose what I'm asking is, if you've got like any artistic leanings, like kind of, if you're kind of inclined to do artistic, kind of artistic pursuits, of any kind, you know, painting or, you know, something like that, or even an interest in maybe going to see galleries and so on. That's the question. That's what the questions were like. It isn't stuff like, oh, if I was a vegetable, I would be a cucumber, because a cucumber's shaped like a cock. What vegetable would you be, and why? That's what it was. That's what it's like in the later series. Well, I'd be a carrot, because my cock is long and hard, and you can nibble on it any day of the week, darling. I started getting like that about series 3 onwards.
Take your time. What's the most creative, artistic thing you've ever done?
Well, some people used to say I was quite artistic playing football, but nowadays I just help my friends out painting squash courts. That's about as artistic as I
Are you any good at decorating flats?
Well, I could be.
Nice.
Right, number 2. What's the most creative thing that you've ever done?
Well, I sometimes like to go ballroom dancing with my pet greyhound.
Ballroom dancing.
Shit, that might have. You never know. That might have won it.
How'd you do that?
Well, I go out wearing a dinner jacket and she wears a number 6 jacket.
Right, I'll move on to number 3.
Oh, good. That's good. Maybe she was like, I don't really know about that kind of part. That's not really. I'm up for a laugh. I like the surreal stuff. I like Monty Python and all the rest of it, but that's just a wee bit coming out with weird things and all that. No, I'm not into that. Coming out with weird things just for the sake of it. Number 3 is smiling confident, because he knows that he's got down to earth, funny, witty, charming answers.
Nothing really artistic, but I do like the theatre. And then perhaps dinner for 2.
Oh, that's...
And then perhaps even forget the theatre.
That sounds very interesting.
What he's got in mind. Right, question number 2.
Don't know why you're looking at us, mate. I don't know what you mean. So I was thinking maybe we go to the theatre and then we go for dinner. We go for fucking dinner after the theatre. We'll come out about 11 or something. And then we forget about the theatre. So we forget. So I was thinking we forget about that. Like, we just can't remember it. We can't remember what happened. Because it maybe wasn't that good, or we fell asleep. Or we force ourselves to forget, like as a kind of experiment. See if we can like somehow wipe it from our mind. The fuck is he on about? Go to the theatre, then go for dinner. And do you know what? Maybe let's just actually forget about the theatre, like no go to the theatre. And we don't go, and we just go straight for dinner instead of the theatre. So the dinner's after the theatre. So instead of... Right, so just don't go. He means shagging, but... So why don't we maybe no go to the theatre that's booked, and instead we maybe during that 2 to 3 hours we just shag, and then go, right, we better get ready, stop shagging and go out for a meal. Maybe that. Or maybe he meant dinner first, because you have the whole kind of pre-theatre meal type thing. Dinner first, then the theatre. But in fact, you know what? maybe we don't go to see a show. Maybe we have our own show, an erotica show, a burlesque or live sex show, but it's just the two of us in the house.
2, I need somebody that's sort of fairly protective. Would you be prepared to fight for me? And if you did, would you be any good at it? Number 3.
I'll certainly be prepared to fight for you, I'm sure. And I'm 6'2", 14 stone, so unless you're 6'3" and 15 stone...
Oh, that sounds promising. Right, number 2, would you be prepared to fight for me?
Well, depends if you're prepared to come and visit me in hospital.
Fuck!
But,
Yeah, I think I
joking
would.
aside,
No, leave it there, mate. I know you had plans. But that was it. You got a round of applause. Move on. But all joking aside, yes, I would protect you and cherish you and be faithful to you till my dying day. Yes, absolutely. Okay.
if I say to have a fight with these two here, don't worry, I handle them just like that, so...
Right, well, number 1, how are you going to beat that?
I'm not, well, first of all, I'd give you a hand willingly. And as for how good, I mean, it's only how good he is how good I am, you know. I mean, if he's better than me, I wouldn't be too good.
OK, well, I'll move on to question number 3.
She's shaking her head like, look.
OK, well, I'll move on to question...
He's... well, it depends how good he is compared to how I'm really. If he's like a kind of good fighter, and you know, I might be all right. But if he's better, then there's not really much I can do really. I don't really know. They're all getting, they're mostly getting literal answers. They did in the last episode. This one here as well. They've no got there yet. The culture, the blind date culture, hasn't emerged yet. It's not cultivated yet. Right now, it's straightforward, mostly. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I'd be into going to India. I heard that number 1 for before. Go trip to India. Yeah, I'd be into that. Yeah. Yes, I'd love to go to India, as long as you would love to see my Taj Mahal. Something like that. It doesn't make any sense. Kind of top of the Taj Mahal sort of, you know, could maybe sort of compare that to something. Maybe. Lamamo, Smart Casual, thanks for subs. Limmy, my 4-year-old wants to start playing the PlayStation. Is that too young? That's for you to decide. You're the parent. Anthony. Celebrating with Cilla. Smart Casual, you decide as a parent what's right for your child. Nobody else can decide. No me, no them, no her, no even Cilla.
Number 3, you're going to love this one. Right, tell me something about yourself in not more than 3 words. Number 1.
I think I'd just say wait and see, really.
Oh, 'cause they're all kind of...
What 3 words would you use to describe yourself?
ready, willing, able. Very able.
Ready for what? No,
I've just had a look at him. willing, but I don't think he's able.
Yeah, you know, it's silly. You can't fucking do that. You can't do that. She's been doing that too much. I like how her shoes go with this. Look. You can't do that. Oh, once you have a look at him. Oh, I don't think he's able. Hear that?
I've just had a look at him. He might be ready and willing, but I don't think he's able.
You can't.
Only joking, only joking.
Okay,
Well, it's too late now, Cilla. It's too late fucking now. What does that even mean? I think she's saying that he, see if you see him, he looks like he'd been able to manage a hard-on. There's no much of him. So if all the blood went to his hard-on, he would fire. Maybe. He's just unable to get one. He looks like he's unable to gain an erection.
What 3 words would you use to describe yourself?
I am supercolour fragilistic expialidocious.
Wait a minute, who did the surreal one before? Was that number 2? Oh, aye, with the aye, it's number 2 with the kind of dancing with the fucking greyhound or whatever.
Very difficult. You've asked all 3
is,
questions,
really.
haven't you?
It is, yes.
And you know now it's decision time.
Right.
Now, will you choose number 1, who paints squash courts? Or number 2, who dances with his pet greyhound? Or maybe it'll be number 3, who describes himself as supercalifragilistic and all the rest of it. The decision is yours.
And as we found it last time, Graham, voiceover guy, hasn't yet got the kind of witty thing. Did something a wee bit funny with the third one there, but he paints squash courts. It's just it's like an actual recap. 1, he's the guy who said, you know, he's used to be a fireman a few years ago. 2, 3, he's 6'2". That's that guy, remember? Number 2 is the one who mentioned the funny thing about dancing with the greyhound. Zeno thinks of the bits. So I said 3. Am I right?
They certainly all sound a lot of fun, don't they, love?
They do, yes.
Who are you going to go for then?
I think it's got to be number 1.
Oh, you cunt. Well, that's that then. Will I be right? No. Number 1? What did he say? What's he done? What does she like? Does she really like the bit where he's like, well, was it? Let me what were it? 11:52. Let's see the answer that won him. The won him the
Tell me something about yourself.
won the affections.
Artistic thing.
I was quite artistic. And
14 stone.
don't worry.
How are you going to beat that?
I'm not. Well, first of all, I'd give you a hand willingly.
That's right. So that's funny. I'll give you a hand in that fight.
And as for how good, I mean, it's only how good he is how good I am, you know. I mean, if he's better than me, I wouldn't be too good.
Okay, well, I'll move on to question.
That's all right, actually. How good he is, how good I am, if you think about it. You know, if he's not that good, then I'm good. If he's very good, then I'm not that good, if you think about it. It's you know, it's just simple arithmetic, really, isn't it? At the end of the day.
4 then.
I think it's got to be number 1.
Got to be. He's like, he himself is like, what? Me? He's like, what? Oh. Oh, I saw him going like that, look. Me? Nothing ever happens to me.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Unfazed? No, I don't think so. I think he is, but he's just kind of...
They've all got taste out there, they have. Not my taste, but they've got taste out there. Actually, you really picked a good choice, but before we say hello to your blind date, why don't we say hello to the ones you're going to kiss goodbye to? First of all, you turned down number 2, and that was David Barnes.
Wait.
Keston in Kent. Come in, David.
I might get my hell lit up. Aye. 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 I'll get that. Cable dangling at me.
And you also turned down Rob Jones. That was number 3, and he's from Worcester.
Worcester!
There he is. Oh, can I borrow £1,000?
Another wee bank manager joke there.
This is it, Claire.
Big moment.
Oh, yes. The big moment has arrived. Oh, I don't know how to put this.
What you fucking mean? See, I can't tell if he's alright for that time.
He's the one with the dodgy knees.
Is he?
And of course, you chose number 1, and that was Ted Maybank from Brighton.
Nothing really I can say about him.
Claire, what do you think?
Very nice, yes.
Yeah. Used to be a footballer, didn't you?
I used to be, yeah.
Yes. But
That's exactly what he fucking looks like. An 80s footballer. I see the way he's standing there. Looks like he's standing for his picture, you know, for the football cards. These stickers like that. Oh, right, there he is there. Horns behind the back. Peeling it off, putting in the...
used to be
Roy
a
the Rovers,
footballer,
aye.
didn't you?
I used to be, yeah.
Yes, but he doesn't do it anymore.
I do it, but I'm not...
The football, yes. What do you think of her, Ted?
Not too happy with the tank driving, but the rest...
But she looks super. I mean,
Looks
she doesn't
super.
look as if, you know, she'd be that butch.
No.
And you're gonna, which one of you are gonna pick? I think Claire's gonna pick. Yes, because she picked you.
I'm not happy with the... not happy with the tank driving thing. Not happy with that. But the rest of it, aye, but the tank nonsense, that's got to go. No. What if it got out to the lads down the pub that my missus drives a tank and I don't? What kind of man would I be?
So pick where you're gonna go on your blind date.
Okay.
And everybody.
I mean, it's one thing to say, it's bad enough that, oh, she's the one that wears the trousers. She's the one that drives the tank.
At home, and indeed in the studio here, we're all dying to hear what
Do I
you've
read it in
chosen.
reverse order like this as well?
No, you've only got one chance. What does it say?
A visit to Ireland to kiss the Blarney Stone.
Ireland, in case you don't know. I saw it in a documentary just kind of exploring kind of lesser well-known reaches of Western Europe. It's a fucking boring bastard he is, man.
That's one kiss you're going to be guaranteed on your blind date. Yep. And you told me that you've never been to Ireland.
No, never, no.
What about you, Claire? Have you ever kissed the Blarney Stone?
I haven't, no.
But will you come back and tell us all about it?
Certainly will.
Because I expect you to come back with that big red book saying, this is your life. All right? We'll see both Ted and Claire next week. All right, ladies and gentlemen? See you next week.
I can't imagine him being much of a laugh. Fucking hell, man. Sort of a straight-laced cunt suit. You never know, though.
Claire and Ted next week, but now, remember in the show last week,
yes,
chose Tony, and their date was a day out canoeing. No, not canoodling. Canoeing on the River Wye. So let's see what they got up to.
Oh, that's right. She wasn't happy with him. This is before they bothered doing videos. When the wall went back, I wasn't too happy with him, to be honest with you. You actually looked a bit like this. Looked a bit like that. Yeah, I was really happy with her. We did really get on. Eventually really did get on during the day, but I think we were as friends.
Well, that certainly looked good fun, but...
Right Wing Phil thinks a sub. If you said I'd still be here 34 months ago, I'd have called you a liar. The Delirium Star, thank you very much for the new Prime sub. You'd have called me a liar? Well, you couldn't really call me a liar. That's like me saying to you, we'll have a moon base on the moon within the next 5 years. Liar! Lies! No, it would just be an incorrect prediction. We, human beings, cannot wait until the day's like a kind of base on the moon and it fucking leaks.
Now let's find out what they really thought of each other.
When the screen went back, I was quite pleased and relieved that she was an attractive young girl.
What? The fuck is the language they're fucking using? An attractive young girl?
She's got some of the features I quite like. She's blonde, blue eyes, and everything seems to be in pretty good keeping.
He looked really nice. He wasn't Rod Stewart, but then we can't have it all, can we?
No Rod Stewart. I mean, I know that there'll be people who were into Rod Stewart, but it's not the first fucking name that comes to mind. Get him. Saying he is fucking... Let me tell you something, you're no fucking Rod Stewart. You're no oil painting like Rod Stewart. But remember, Rod Stewart was sexy.
The date itself didn't start particularly well.
I was late and we missed the train, which Tony didn't seem to mind too much. He did take the mickey a little bit because typical woman being late.
It's bad enough being stood up on a blind date anyway, but being stood up on a blind date in front of 10 million people, it's got to be bad news.
When we arrived, we went and had lunch first of all, which was a lovely lunch, apart from the fact that Tony had these horrible, great big prawns that he sat peeling the heads and the tails off. It made me really sick.
It was over lunch that I realised one of the things I didn't like about Jan, and that's that she smoked.
Oh.
Just got a problem with girls that smoke.
Oh, girls that smoke. Girls that smoke. Girls.
To get in the canoe, he had shorts on underneath, so I pulled his jeans off for him, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
I ended up rolling around in the mud, having great fun.
When he actually came out of the water, I felt quite, after laughing at him, I felt quite sorry for him because he looked like a drowned rat. He was so cold and shivering.
And Jan helped me rub down, so she took my top off and rubbed me briskly with a nice warm towel.
He seemed to enjoy that quite well.
Overall, she's a pretty attractive girl. I think we have some things in common, that I think we're both fairly full of life and we enjoyed the day together.
Tony was a really nice fella. He had a very good sense of humour. I spent most of the day laughing at him and he didn't seem to mind whatsoever. He took it all in good heart.
And I think we'll probably remain reasonably good friends.
Well, there you are. A brilliant cuddle. Let's see that again. No, she's still got her arms folded. She's not even putting a wee kind of wee horn on his arm or it like that. She's like, nah, no thank you. Take your breath away. And I don't mean like Berlin.
Reasonably good friends. What does that mean?
I think after seeing that, we could be very good friends.
So you think you'll see each other in the future?
He can answer that one.
I think we'll definitely send Christmas cards to each other.
Well, we think you've been terrific sports on Blind Date. Thanks a lot for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony and
There it. She can't even look at him. Oh, no.
when we'll be meeting our other couple from last week, Paul and Martin, and some lucky man will be meeting.
So remember how I was saying that more people have got outward squints than you think? Look at her. Cover up the eye on the right, and her left eye is looking well beyond your left shoulder. Cover up the eye on the left. The one on the right is looking past your right ear. You start noticing that everybody. Could it be an auto cue thing? It could be. I've noticed if I ever take a picture of myself, or I've had a picture taken of myself, and I'm not looking at anything in particular. You know, I'm just sort of like looking without really thinking. My eyes go out. If I'm looking right at the camera, then I can almost feel it in my eyes. They're sort of coming together a bit more straight. But there's something about not really thinking that seems to make your eyes fucking go out like that, depending on who you are.
Our other couple from last week, Paul and Martin.
But wait. If I do that, the eye on the left is looking straight at me, maybe a wee bit up to my forehead, but that doesn't matter. The eye on the right is looking at just beyond the tip of my right ear. And kind of like the side of your eye and lashes and things like that can influence it, because if the side of your eye is covered up with lashes, or maybe the skin comes in, that can block the white of the eye, making it look like you got white at that side, but nay on that side, so it makes it look like the eye's gone that way when it isn't. I've looked into all this, everybody. I'm very interested in the human form. Error. Thanks for the sub. Is that what you call it?
And some lucky man is going to make a choice between these three.
Oh, Bananarama. ident time.
This is Blind Date Production number 91195, part 2, take 1.
Very quiet. Hear that bass? Hear that rumble? One locked in. Do you know, I might, do you know what? I'm going to fucking pick. I'm going to take a gamble, right?
Martin, and some lucky man is going to make a choice between...
Mucky man. There's no way to fucking tell a personality. You could sort of maybe tell. You could maybe. You can say, you could guess that her on the left isn't going to be like, yes, well, clothes and physical problems, must be flat bust. She's not going to be like that. Middle one, maybe. I don't think any of them. Right, I'm gonna make a guess, and we don't know what type of guy this is going to be.
between these three lovely...
Enjoy your VIP, mate. Joe Bananas 96. Enjoy that. Right. Right. I'm trying to picture the voice and the personality based on just the face at rest, the eyes at rest, the hair and makeup, the clothes, just the way the person holds themselves.
to make a choice between these three lovely girls.
Can we tell if any of them are going to be funny? Or a bit mental? Or snobby or something? Or no nonsense? Or laid back? A bit sarcastic? Number 2 could be like that. Remember, we've still not got these big funny answers yet in this series. Right, that's it. I'm going to decide. 2 seems dialed in. You might think number 2 is going to be, well, I think something. Hilarious fucking, like, underplayed sort of answer, really effortlessly funny. Or she could be pure boring. Number 3 smiling away there. Could be funny. Could be like just straight down the fucking middle. Yeah. What my favourite? Would I like to go 10-pin bowling with you? Yeah, it sounds good. I'm up for that. Right, I'm going to decide in my head right now, so you can read my mind if you're telepathic. Right, I've decided.
is.
Can you believe this was made in 1978? 1978. I think I was just like listening to the model and thinking, how's that influential? I know it's a bit electronic, but how's that influential? And I was listening to obviously dance stuff and general electronica and kept hearing their name come up by the time. I was like, for what? And then I heard like that and some other ones. I was like, oh, right. Because Computer Love ripped off by Coldplay. It's not fucking ripped off. It's not ripped off. Ripped off's when you sort of like try and get away with it. You've copied a wee bit. They obviously lifted the whole fucking thing. There, na 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 na. It's like quoted. Kind of. And like I hear it and I go, that's just like that song for that I knew for like mid-90s, some dance thing that I thought was like new. And then you hear this is the exact same as fucking Kraftwerk. Particularly like all the like what sort of albums I get? Trans Europe Express Volume 1 and 2. No the Kraftwerk albums, but these compilation ones, ambient house and minimal sort of dance stuff. You know, you can really hear the influence. So number one,
Girls.
I'm going with her. You know why? I think she'll be kinda funny. She's going by like hair. I'm just going to take a gamble. She might be boring, but I think she'll be funny. And we don't know what this cunt's going to be like, this guy coming out.
Welcome back to Blind Date. And it's a man's world, so let's go and meet the girls who are going to join him in it.
That's not a brilliant play on words or anything like that. I thought she was going to say something a bit kind of funnier.
And there they are, aren't they lovely fellas?
Whoa!
And there they are, aren't they lovely fellas?
Ah, I know why. I know why. I know why. Who's sitting next to the fellas? Aye. Oh, because you liked her, didn't you? Ah, you liked them, didn't you? Well, she just went like that. Just like, I didn't even hear the question. Just everybody started going like, hey, that's all, you liar. And they lovely fellas. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't really know. To be honest with you, I wouldn't know. It's all right. You can say. You can say. I can't do that. I can't even really see him. You can. Don't talk shit. Say. You can say. I look good. I see. You can say. 2 years later. Unlike them on Blind Date though, eh? What?
Sound like a herd of cows out there. Well, come on, number one. Say hello to everybody at home and tell them where you come from.
My name's Lisa Hepburn and I come from Wokingham in Berkshire.
Oh, lovely part of the world.
Yes. And what do you do for a living, Lisa?
I'm a computer operator.
Yes. Me when I'm talking to you.
What the fuck was that?
What do you do for
Not a computer operator. She operates a computer.
And what do you do for a living, Lisa?
I'm a computer operator.
Yes, look at me when I'm talking to you, Lisa. You're a computer operator. Oh, you've got to be very clever to do that, haven't
no,
you?
you haven't. No.
Well, don't you have to have O-levels and thingies like that?
No, of course no. Just press buttons all day.
Tonight show. What about you, number 2? What's your name and where do you come from?
Sounds a bit like thingy. Years ago. What the fuck's?
Firstly, are you okay?
Aye.
I hope so.
Thank you very much, Craig Fanman. Who's the person who said BI? No there, no there. No there, no there. No there. It's not fucking there, where is it? Saw somebody. How come it's not showing up in my thing? It was zero app 3 years ago. How come it's not showing up for me? That's funny. It's like I imagined it. That's kind of like what would Zero deleted their account and left the internet. It's not in my fucking thing. I can see everybody else's, but no that. Here, I wonder what else. Wait a minute, refresh. I might have missed people's things. Anthony. So Zero. It's not fucking there. Just vanished. Skiffy. Comeuppance. Thank you very much. There it is. So Zero Apples. Using this daft powered BI pish and work. You ever used it? Hate my job. Any work gone? I'll wipe arses for a score. That's kind of what you're doing, the pressing buttons. It's easy.
I'm Claire Montgomery and I come from Biggin Hill in Kent.
You, number 2,
Right.
What's your name and where do you come from?
I'm Claire Montgomery and I come from Biggin Hill in Kent.
Oh.
Having to say the whole name, Claire Montgomery.
I love the way you're rocking on your chair. Who's your ideal man? Val Doonican?
Val Doonican was a kind of singer guy who would sit on a stool usually. I remember when I was wee, he'd be one of these ones who was like older by that point, like Des O'Connor, that kind of thing. Or no, like Bing Crosby or something maybe. Don't get it. She's rocking back in her stool. I think he would, like, when you think stool, you think him. Noxious, thanks for the sub. Bus pulls up. Driver turns something's Cilla. It's blanked out. Your dad still loves you. Doors closed, bus drives into Clyde. Oh, I pity that's bleeped. Sounded like it was pretty good part.
Yes, nice. No, I like Richard Gere myself.
Well, I can't promise you any Richard Gere's on these show. What about you, number 3? What's
Hello.
your name and where do you come from?
My name's Cilla'S and I live in Wallasey on the Wirral.
Okay. What about you, number 3? What's your name and where do you come from?
My name's Cilla'S and I live in Wallasey on the Wirral.
Okay.
Do you know, I didn't know what she was saying until I remembered she's saying her second name. Colette's arse. Aye.
Where do you come from?
My name's Cilla'S and I live in Wallasey on the Wirral.
So my name's Colette's arse, and I live on thingy. They would there in that thingy on the Wirral, what's it called? On the Wirral, they would name that was the naming convention for people. Colette's arse, things like that. You know, people name each other. Sometimes you might name a way after a place. Paris, Brooklyn. Sometimes you might name a way after Colette's arse.
Awesome.
What about you, number 3? What's your name and where do you come from?
My name's Cilla'S and I live in Wallasey on the Wirral.
Okay. Liverpool, that's over the water.
Over the water.
Where do you work, Colette?
Liverpool.
In Liverpool, okay. And what does a typical Liverpool lass look for, in a fella?
Oh, can I really tell you? No, personality and a good sense of humour. A real good sense of humour.
Well, you need one on this show. Well, lots of luck to all
Right.
three of you.
Can I really tell you? Because I tell you, I'm about to get really fucking... It's got to be really, really, really fucking dirty. Really dirty. Shout out it. You don't want me to say? Alright, I won't. I thought you were up for that part of Cilla. Making all these wee double meaning jokes and all that. But when I want to come out and say the real fucking thing, you shite out it. Okay. Alright. Well, we better cut out all that double meaning part then if I can't come out right. Just say it. What I like, what I look for in a guy. Bad Parent, thanks for the sub. Heardle, thank you very much. See, these days you'll be able to come right out of it. Cock. Big. Big cock. Really, really big. And you know what? A big arse or no. And this is just a wee kind of, a bit of, what do you call it? Not fetish, but a something, no, a quirk, a kink, aye, honking breath.
May the best girl win. I'll see you all in a mo, alright?
Like, they should maybe go to the dentist because something's like rotten in there.
Well, there you are. Those are our girls. So let's meet the fella who's going to choose one of them. And he is Patrick Chapman, and he's from Nottingham.
Possible normal guy, tough. I think he's going to be quite like number 2, I guess.
Come in, Patrick.
No, I wouldn't be happy. No, I would not be happy. I would not be happy. I would not be happy. I think he's going to speak like this. You never know. That brow just makes him look like it's sort of frowned down. You're like a kind of like evil. If you just got that middle bit plucked a wee bit and stop frowning like that. And who's he look like? Is it Alex Salmond? Is this another one that looks like Alex Salmond? He looks like a few people. Joe Pesci. It could be a fucking... He could be a psychopath gangster. Oh, he looks like Alan Sugar. Do you think he's going to sound like this? Oh, do you think he's going to sound a bit like this?
Hey, Patrick, what a welcome. Yes. And you come from Nottingham?
I do.
Yes.
Oh, you don't want to be behind that fucking screen, sitting on their seats and hear them laughing.
I know what they're trying to do. And you come from Nottingham?
I do.
Yes. I know what they're trying to do. Those girls are trying to peek back there. You'll have to wait a moment, Colette. Tell everybody what you do for a living.
Right, I'm an assistant to a buyer on homebrew beer.
Do you ever brew your own beer?
I've just started, actually, yes, I've just started. A buyer.
Tell everybody what you do for a living.
Right, I'm an assistant to a buyer on homebrew beer.
Do you
I'm an assistant to a buyer on homebrew beer. And by the way, what's with this on part? He's saying, forget about the whole fucking beer thing, homebrew beer. I'm assistant to a buyer on.
Everybody what you do for a living.
Right, I'm an assistant to a buyer on homebrew beer.
On homebrew beer. And that previous person said, like a thingy manager on product something. On. Just, that's two people in a row that said on in a way that I wouldn't have. It's like there needs to be an on dairy products. Dairy product or something. On? You think it'd be something like about or of or regarding or for. For is the word I'm looking for. For.
Tell everybody what you do for a living.
Right, I'm an assistant to a buyer on homebrew beer.
For homebrew beer. For. Or in. On?
Do you ever brew your own beer?
Exactly, see her look.
To a buyer on homebrew beer.
Do you ever brew your own?
Exactly. Even in 86, well, people had like jobs within jobs. There was like multitude, just like, what do you call it? Fractal. You know, kind of fractals, just goes within. Fractal sort of jobs. Even she's like, what?
Beer.
I've just started.
This is 85, is it? Or it's almost 86. But it is 85.
Actually, yes, I've just started. Yeah, on homebrew beer.
Do you ever brew your own beer?
I've just started, actually, yes, I've just started.
How's it going?
It's not bad, it's palatable.
I mean, can you get paralytic on it?
You have to try some.
No, I don't drink beer. I'm a champagne lady.
Well, there's one.
Now, listen, Patrick, you've got 3 questions to ask those lovely ladies beyond the screens there, and you know the rules. From their replies, you have got to make that big decision and choose one of them to take on your blind date.
Right. Now, I'm afraid I've got a bit of a quick temper. What I like...
Oh dear, well that's that. First of all, I've got pretty bad temper. I'm speaking to somebody about it just now. destroyed my life. I don't want to come across as a victim. As the victims of my rage that I'm concerned about. But I'm a victim to this thing. This thing that's within me. What psychological, antisocial, harmful aspects do you have to your personality? And what measures are you taking to rid yourself from them, or minimise them in some way to make you be able, to get on with people and have relationships with, romantic ones and work colleagues and family members and so on. And that question's to number 1.
Blind date.
Right. Now, I'm afraid I've got a bit of a quick temper. What I'd like to know is how they would actually start calming me down if I was really furious. Number 1.
Well, right away, even at 85, they're like that. What? What would you do to calm me down? No, forget about what I would do to calm me down. I'm asking you.
Furious. How they would actually start calming me down if I was really furious. Number one, how would you calm me down?
First of all, I'd phone your mother and ask her if I could give you a good spanking.
Okay, so that's that then. That's that then. I told you, number 1, that's that. There is absolutely no way that 2 or 3 are beating that. Look at him. He doesn't necessarily want to be spanked, but he just likes the sound of that.
Good reply.
It's rather tempting too, yeah. Number 2, same question.
Can you imagine? Can you picture it?
Good reply.
It's rather tempting too.
Can you picture her spanking him? Her knee?
Yeah. Number 2, same question.
I'd say, calm down, darling. Things can't really be that bad. Come and sit down and relax. Let me massage the tension away from your neck.
And what I'm actually doing there, because you can't see me, is I then put my hands into a kind of strangling thing there. Oh, I can't see that. Oh, God, that's right, blind date. I thought you had a monitor there. No, because then that would defeat the purpose of the... Oh. She should have said, let me massage. Currently, I'm just sort of doing this with my hands, like massaging. Massage the nice and relaxed. Now I'm doing a throttling motion. A bit like when you read a Christmas cracker joke. What's a monster's favourite dessert? Ice cream, in brackets, ice cream. You got to read out the whole. Got to read it out. The brackets bit.
That was number 2.
Right. I'm flustered now. Number 3, same question.
Right. I think I'd have to make him laugh, so I'd tickle him. I'd tickle him until I actually got a laugh out of him. And
Sorry.
Same question.
Right. I think I'd have to make him laugh, so I'd tickle him. I'd tickle him until I actually got a laugh out of him. And
I'm sorry.
Now, I'm afraid I've got a bit of a quick temper.
Aye.
What I'd like to know is how they would actually start calming me down if I was really...
Calming me down. Right.
Number 3.
So it's not like how you would calm a man down. Like that. How you would calm a man in your life down if they were like that. Well, I think what I would do to him, he's saying me, I.
Same question.
Right. I think I'd have to make him laugh, so I'd tickle him. I'd tickle him until I actually got a laugh out of him, and if he didn't laugh, I'd just throw a bucket of water over his head.
Okay. Right, it's just that this is to do with me. Oh, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about you. I'm talking to Cilla. It's kind of like the House of Commons. You're kind of no speaking directly. Almost. You kind of know. You sort of know. Is that the way it works in the House of Commons? Is that the way it works? They never go like that. You're the one who did this. You're the one that did that. They always do it via the speaker. Mr. Speaker, my honourable friend needs to know that he's the one who started this. He's the one who thingy. Same in Canada and many nations. Is it so that they're not like that? You're the one. You. Mr. Speaker, could you pass this on to that cunt? Stops fighting a little. And did you know that they've got the lines that they're not allowed to cross in the House of Commons because it's the distance of swords? Is that true? The benches are 2 sword lengths apart for a reason. Is that true? House of Commons lines. Traditionally spaced to... This is from artificial intelligence. Members may speak only from within a code. Blah, 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 blah. They may not speak from the floor of the house between the red lines, traditionally supposed to be 2 sword lengths apart. There you go. Although it was at one time common for members to wear swords in the chamber, there is a record of an incident in the 18th century when one member's sword impaled and removed another's wig. It is not now permitted to carry arms of any kind into debate. The Sergeant at Arms does, however, wear a sword whilst in the chamber. Medals are not worn. A law made in the 14th century prevents the wearing of armour in the Houses of Parliament. Good. Oh, we snuff box. There it is. Somebody said in the chat we used to be a proper country, aye. Allow swords just to see what happens.
Okay, fine. Second question then. Number 2. If all your friends disapproved of the person you're actually crazy about, would you drop him?
I wonder if number 3 will reverse this now. Because he said him, would you drop him? I wonder if number 3 will go like that. No, I wouldn't drop you. Depends if I am crazy about you. I've yet to meet you.
Well,
from what height?
My friends and myself, we've all got extremely good tastes in men, so I'm sure we wouldn't row over something as trivial as a man. Good. My friends and myself, we've all got extremely good tastes in men, so I'm sure we wouldn't row over something as trivial as a man.
That doesn't feel right. She's already said the word men, and to say it, the man, that second time there, does they feel like the emphasis is on the right word or something? Aye. Aye, we've got good taste in men, so we wouldn't fight over something as trivial as a man. It doesn't seem to be linked.
Right, I'll skip that one. Yeah.
Oh!
Number 1, same question.
If you were really that gorgeous, I'd never ever introduce you to my friends.
Number 1, done it again.
Number 3.
I never leave my man alone. I mean, I would never give him up for anything.
Is that it?
Okay. Right, final question then. I've got a bit of interest in advertising. Now, if you were writing an advertisement for yourself, what sort of slogan would you come up with?
Who are you going to ask that to?
Number 3.
Please, will one of them have an answer that's like, I don't really know. Probably, you know, fun to be around. My friends say that I'm fun to be around, and yeah, just sort of good company, and you know, I like to think anyway. You know.
Think of a slogan. Come on, girl.
Okay.
Is this scripted?
Delectable, collectible, collect.
My name is, I don't know if you heard behind the, you know, backstage, but my name's Cilla'S. So.
Number 2, what would your slogan be?
I thought you were going to say something.
Think of 2 here.
That was the one I wanted to massage your neck.
Yeah,
This is a government health warning. Claire Montgomery can seriously improve your love life.
Number 1, what would your slogan be?
Why did 3 look like she was about to say something and then didn't? And 2 looked like she was about to say something extra and then didn't? On you go. Number 1, come on. Knock it out of the park.
From the people who bought you Katharine Hepburn and Audrey Hepburn, the latest model in the range, Lisa Hepburn, you can trust the name.
If he doesn't pick number 1, he's a clown.
I know you want to go asking them all questions all night.
I've tried.
It's decision
Do you know what? I bet he fucking Disney.
time.
Would it be number 1, who'd ring your mother to find out how to cure your temper? Or number 2, who wouldn't argue with her friends about you? Or would it be number 3, who'd throw a bucket of water over you? The decision is yours.
The decision is certainly yours, love. Have you made your mind up?
Well, I don't fancy a bucket of water over me, so number 3, I'm afraid. No, sorry. Number two, a little bit OTT, I think.
She's the one who wanted to massage your neck.
Well, yes, but I think the rest of it was a little bit OTT.
OTT.
Aye, but, you know, a little bit was... I'm sorry to say it, but it is a fact, and it has to be said. A little bit OTT. No, I think it was a wee bit too far. I think some of it's just a wee bit too far. A little bit OTT. I'm going to go with Heardle who wants to... Is going to spank me. Thank you.
So I think that leaves number 1, who sounded very nice and
I've got a temper. Oh, right, Paiute. I've got an absolute cunt of a temper. What would you do to calm me down out of my tantrum? To step up to your responsibilities.
First of all, number 2, and that was
calm me
Claire
down.
Montgomery. And she was from Kent. Come in, Claire. And you also turn down number 3, and that was Colette. Oh, Colette from Wallasey up there. Colette song.
Bring this back, by the way.
Colette from Wallasey up there. Colette song.
Bring this back. See this? Bring all this back. This whole thing. Is it back? Maybe it is. Maybe it is back. How comfy. Remember the cup? Somebody was wearing something. Was it number 3 for the last episode? Real kind of baggy. But that looks like half of that previous episode. It looked like kind of silky stuff. Silky stuff might sound nice, but I can imagine it's quite sweaty. It's not very breathable material. That looks kind of like really breathable. Really good in the cold, good in the heat.
Ah, but the big moment has arrived, Patrick. You know, get your shoulders back because you're in for a treat.
You reckon?
You certainly are. She's got to be pulling faces behind there. You chose for your blind date this evening, number 1, Lisa Hepburn from Berks. Come on. Lisa, he said he's happy.
Listen to that tittering in the audience.
Lisa, he said he's happy. Lisa, he said he's happy. You've got no choice. But what you have got a choice of is picking one of these cards to tell you where you're going on your blind date. Now, do you want Lisa to do that?
Ladies first. Ladies.
Yes, well,
What's
only one go. Ladies first.
Ladies last then as well.
There you go.
What?
Tell her go. Ladies first.
Ladies last then as well.
He's like Jackie Gleason, kinda, sorta. Maybe no.
There you go. Tell us where you're all going.
I'm prone to rage and fury.
Right.
A tea dad's at the Waldorf.
Did you see her face, Patrick?
I did, mine lit up.
She went all glee, waffle muck glee.
Does he dye his hair?
Dance at the Waldorf.
Is his hair dyed? Maybe no. Maybe no, but there's something. Some people have simply got their colour and their fucking hair and that's it. Because it's no went grey yet. But sometimes there's something about just the lack of just the tiniest wee variation. It kind of looks like dyed. He's probably 27. He's probably 17.
But will you come back next week and tell us all about how you got on? Yeah.
She's got her horns in her pocket. She's not into this. She's not into this, man. She's like, fuck this.
Oh, please. I look forward to that. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick and Lisa. They're off with
We wave.
Well,
Oh, so now we're going to get one of the guys for Die Hard.
Now, as I said before the break, our other couple from last week were Paul and Martine, and their date was a day out in Holland. So let's see what happens.
Fireland, what is it? Just a car alarm, right? Whatever.
To them.
I don't know if they got one. It seemed a wee bit matched, but maybe too matched. I never know, I never know. Oh, look. Alright, let's see that. That's a good picture, that. Get that framed. See that? That's the sort of thing you'd find in a gallery these days. See that? Put that in a gallery. Get people going like that. What? What? Who's that? Is that the artist? No. Who's? What is it? Is it something to do with like 9/11 or something? No. No, no, no. Well, what is it? Who? What is it? It's a couple that are on episode 1 and episode 2 of Blind Date for series. And what, did that guy going to be a serial killer or something? No. No. Why is this hanging up in the Gallery of Modern Art? Well, it's got you thinking, isn't it? It's got you talking. That's art. Dave, thanks for the sub. Can I have a 1 week timeout for Dave Cilla'S, please, for that part? Thanks. We're not talking about Cilla'S nipples. Only a week. A wee week. A wee week. All I ask, I've only got 2 simple rules. Be light-hearted and respectful. That's all. That's it. 2 weeks, 1 for each. Maybe in the return, that 1 for the left, 1 for the right. If the left don't get you, the right one will. I get that fucking framed. Get that. See that? I'm going to get in touch with the Gallery of Modern Art, the Glasgow Gallery of Modern Art, the GOMA. And I'm going to say, I would like to do an art piece from one of the greatest creative minds this country's ever produced. And then it'll just be that there, hanging in a frame, fucking gigantic, taking up that whole fucking space. That whole bit downstairs. Get everybody like, what is that? Exactly, I'll say, what is that? What is that? Sean, thanks for the sub. What is that? Well, they decided to...
Our audience was mesmerised by that. But now we're going to go over.
They decided to put the clogs on. Wait a minute, is that an apple? Or is that cheese? Would she put the clogs on if she was like, I hate this guy? Like, would she be like, well, I had a good time?
See what you really thought about each other.
We arrived early in the morning at Gatwick Airport for a departure. In fact, Martina had arrived earlier. I suppose she was just desperate to be with me.
We arrived at 7:30 on time, and he was dressed sort of very, very suitably for a day out in Amsterdam. He'd gotten casual trousers and a jumper, so that was fine.
That's good, that's fine, aye. Good, good. Good. Look at his face there. He was wearing casual trousers and a jumper, so that was fine. That was good. That was fine. That he was dressed suitably for a trip of that nature.
Went off to the coffee lounge, and as they say, got to know each other. We were getting on quite well, I thought. In fact,
by the way, this is 85, so ooh, coffee.
And as they say, got to know each other.
So that was fine.
We went off to the coffee lounge, and as they say, got to know each other. We were getting on quite well, I thought. In fact, we were getting on so well that we almost missed the plane. The plane did depart without us. It did, no. So well.
I nearly fucking snorted snortles at her.
So that was fine.
We went off to the coffee lounge, and as they say, got to know each other. We were getting on quite well, I thought. In fact, we were getting on so well that we almost missed the plane. The plane did depart without us. It did, no.
Photograph, and then Paul proceeded to read his newspaper all the way to Amsterdam. And there wasn't really a lot to read on the plane other than sort of the sick bag and the safety instructions. So I ended up looking out the window.
She found the idea of looking at the cloud formations outside the wing of the plane rather more interesting than any conversation I might have to offer.
We arrived at Amsterdam, and we got a cab from the airport into the city. I went for a coffee. Now, it was a very interesting little coffee house because on the menu up on the wall, they had something called slag room.
The first Dutch thing we discovered was something called a slag board or a slag heap.
Whipped cream on top.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
A slag board or a slag heap.
And that was a coffee with whipped cream on top, but there was only a little bit of coffee and there was a hell of a lot of whipped cream. And of course, Paul ended up with cream all over his face and got very silly, and there was generally quite a bit of cream being chucked around.
Then we were off to set off around the city in this wonderful boat. It was a glass-bottomed boat. No, it wasn't. It was a glass-topped boat.
So he's been like that then?
To the canal trip, we got a taxi to a place called Vollenberg, which is like a little Dutch village thing out in the country, and we went for lunch. Now, lunch was lovely, and Paul was very good there. He was very good at ordering the drinks and ordering the meal and that sort of thing. So, on that sort of side, super.
It was during the lunch, of course, that I began to feel more and more fond of Martine, and ever the romantic, I felt that she could be improved, but only in one marginal aspect, and that was her name.
I can't decide whether we just thought I looked like a Simone and therefore should have been one. But I just started to get my own back and started calling him Wally, which he wasn't too pleased about.
And it added a rather, I think, a romantic element to what was fast becoming a most successful and exciting and amorous day.
Do you think Jeff Goldblum copied his whole personality after this guy? Remember, Jeff Goldblum wasn't like Jeff Goldblum until like later on. I saw him in what was it? Death Wish. And even though he didn't have a big speaking part, really, he was nothing like that. It's a bit later on. He was like that in The Fly. I think The Fly was after 1985. Hold on. 1986. Yep, absolutely. He saw this guy. I went, yep, I want to be him. Where
we sort of tasted all these strange sorts.
The Big Chill came out before, I think. And was he like that there? Was Jeff Goldblum like Jeff Goldblum in that film, I feel like a couple of years before? Invasion of the Body Snatchers, he wasn't. Aye. That's right. he was sort of normal in Invasion of the Body Snatchers? Yes, I think so. And then at some point for like the Fly onwards, he's just that same cunt again and again and again, insisting on being. I'm the clever person. I've got a kind of quirky way of speaking. I kind of think about my words like that. Ah, wait, maybe copied Bob Carroll's. Bob Carroll's is kind of like that. You fancy yourself as a bit of a singer, don't you? Well, what we've got is the no way. Is it all connected to Cilla? What does Goldblum mean? That could mean black. Sean, thanks for the sub. Bless this community.
Jesus, with sort of stinging
It could mean Cilla.
and that sort of stuff in it.
What does Cilla mean?
It's all very technical and of great interest to know, but of no interest to me whatsoever. I just sat there and ate it. And, talked to people and tried to speak Dutch, but didn't really speak Dutch until I got.
Paul slept in this taxi all the way back to the airport. The only time he woke up was when we got to the airport and got anywhere near the duty frees, but he certainly became alive then and managed to sort of buy more than his quota.
And we had rather a nice flight, actually.
Oh, so what was that?
Sort of buy more than his quota.
Right, well, you just grassed him in. That's a criminal offence. That's an international crime. That's tax evasion. That's so bad that that's what they got fucking... what's his name? Capone. That's what they got Al Capone with.
But he certainly became alive then and managed to sort of buy more than his quota.
That's a fucking big deal. He should be... I don't know if you can still get done for that after so many years, but he fucking should. Squish, thank you very much for gifting that sub.
Rather a nice flight, actually. Simone had this sort of funny tendency to sit next to a window again. I really couldn't explain it away.
There was one of these planes where the stewardesses come and sit with the people during takeoff and that. And he started giving chat-up lines to this sort of pretty little stewardess.
She got a fantastic schedule. She was going to Madrid the next day. She ordered her schedule for the whole month in advance, and I wasn't on it. I was very disappointed by that.
The best thing about Paul was he was very well organised at sort of getting places and coping in a foreign city, and very sort of good over lunch, and that was sort of very slick about what he was doing. Probably a bit too smooth for me, really.
Maybe a bit taller for perfection, I think, but you know, I think that the very fact that she was prepared to spend a day with me was an endearing quality, and one which I would highly recommend in other women.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me. I don't know what to say. I mean, why do you keep on calling her Simone? Her name's Martine. She said it's Martine.
I couldn't really remember the name Martine, so I had to invent one I could remember, so...
Well, who's Simone? Do you know any Simones?
That's what I wanted to know who Simone was, but, you know.
Don't you think she looks like a Simone?
No.
No, she looks like a Martine.
Fine.
But you look like a Wally.
Just joke.
I should give you this cheese now. So
Is that what you brought back
yeah,
to me
brought
from
back
Holland?
some souvenirs.
Well, oh gosh, it's a week old then, isn't it?
Yeah, at least.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cheese, it'll be fine. It's all wrapped up and things.
Right to
don't worry.
eat. And what about those clogs I bought you then, Martine?
Paul bought them for me.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Romantic, eh?
And will you be seeing each other again, Paul?
I hope so, yeah.
Remember, she's got clogs on. She's showing off the clogs.
I think we should have anniversary trips to Amsterdam. Well, she was a pushy sort of woman, so I guess she'll be paying sometimes.
What is this fucking pushy, Kerry? I'm just going to describe it. Please. Don't worry. You're not under attack. Could you just describe an instance of this pushiness in your own words? Please. We'll make a rule up that we're not allowed to say if that's pushy or no, or you're a bad person or no, or anything like that. Just gonna tell us, because I don't know what the fuck he's on about.
About you, Marty.
Well, he's not really my
But look,
sort.
you're moving it. No. You didn't have to spend a whole day with him.
Oh, the poor guy. Look. Look.
You didn't have to spend a whole day with him.
Oh, look at that. Look. Look at that. Oh. Look at that. Is it any wonder why he went on to kill? He started with woodland animals.
So it seems like there are going to be no anniversary trips now, so...
No, not unless you pay for them, Marty.
Which is a bit unlikely.
Well,
He started with rats.
we all thought Paul was terrific, didn't we, ladies and gents?
He started with small vermin.
And if you ever go on an anniversary trip, will you take me with you?
You can go instead of me if you want.
I'm happy with that, sort of.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Ladies and gentlemen, Paul and Simone.
She hurt his feelings. Look, that's the life left him. Look. Did she say Simone?
Oh, isn't that lovely? Ladies and gentlemen, Paul and Simone.
No, she meant that as a wee joke. It'll be a wee joke. A wee joke. No, it's the other way around. He hurt her feelings. That's right. Well, he was like chatting up her on the plane and all the rest of it. She was looking at some clouds, at some window. Anything else? Mary Biscuit says something very interesting. Actually, they both have feelings. The Simone thing, yep, no calling her by her name. Because that's the first thing. That's the first thing. That's, by the way, what Mary Biscuit said. That's one of my questions when I'm interviewing foreign mods. I say, I'm watching Blind Date. And they're having a wee argument. Oh, I didn't like that date and all that. One of them says something hurtful to one, and one of them says something a bit hurtful to the other. Do you think, A, this person has feelings? Do you think, B, maybe it's the other person who has feelings? Or do you think, C, they both have feelings? Livy, the cast-in mod, in his interview, picked A. Only one person has feelings, and that's Livy.
If there was no...
Stop. What did God do?
Casual Yogurt, thank you very much for the bits. Thanks. Two Lost Nuts, thanks. There you go. There it is. Livy said, only one person has feelings, me. And I had to say, well, this question's not actually about you. All right. I said, we're going to have to cast you down, okay? That's you cast down there.
Well, that's all we've got time for this week, but please
God help me, I will cast you down with the proles.
join us next week when Claire and Ted and Patrick and Lisa will be back to tell us all how they got on. See you then. Ta-ra!
So that's them away then. What they did in later episodes was everybody who had previously been on, and everybody who had been on in the whole thing would be sitting on the couches. The people who didn't get picked, the people for last week, and the people who did get picked this week. Or did the picking. Lovely pictures. Lovely pictures, images we're getting through of the event that's coming through right now. Well, everybody, thanks for the memories, but it's time to say goodbye. Right on time, thanks to sub. Thanks for gifting that sub. Everybody, thank you very much for watching. Thanks to subs, resubs, the bits and tips. Mods, thank you very much for the modding. Well, we went all the way north in the Satisfactory map. There you go. There you are. And we watched that. And we did 50 spins of the wheel. I think that's a pretty fucking impressive stream today. No more planes. I'm sorry, Cheese, I will not be replying, giving answers to people who do not watch the stream and want to be kept up to fucking date with what happened like 3 days ago. Watch the VODs. Watch the ads. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. And I will see you tomorrow for more of the same. Thursday, 9:30 AM. And there is a chance it'll be on the night where no cam, no mic, Satisfactory stream, because I'll be playing Satisfactory anyway. Make sure you put on your notifications. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.